1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Dropping back, it's Manning. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll try to get him on the fake. Breaks into the open. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive coming out, setting the tone. They get stopped on third down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
To the air, it's Manning. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to the right side. Makes it past the marker. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
From the gun, give on the inside. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Here's the handoff. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To stop him in his tracks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense in the right spot. They stop him there. Gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. looking for a man. It's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Third down after the run. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Running into the open space. Oh, it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Manning. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's bumped. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Sooners are on the move. The give to the tailback. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's up. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pulls it in, it's Moore. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Moore. Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He leaves it with his back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To throw, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down coming up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back on the option to give. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working, you're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I could send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Sooner! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And he loses the ball, keeping his own end. Corralled by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be fit.
Touchdown, Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day. Spread the ball around. Touchdowns Palooza. What a nice day.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
Wide open on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Timing has to be so good, but you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. While they're thrown a little bit late, as a result, it's an INT.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the right. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got a man. It's Sategna. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He puts a lot of air under it it down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's Robinson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
This is so a Jesse Coleman. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. First priority is to take care of the ball here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Robinson. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking for space. It's Robinson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Manning. It's complete on the right side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Gonna take a shot, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. gets into the open. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Looking downfield, it's Manning. The short hands, it's Wingo. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off for the 4th to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Coleman?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting a hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Kent. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. And then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ott. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
That's caught. It's out. That's the 20. He's got space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll run the screen.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooner. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a...
And he's thrown another interception.